Now you're thinking to yourself, has Rob gone mad? No, Rob hasn't gone mad. Rob just wants a nice fresh brewed cup of coffee as soon as he gets to the woods. I'm talking about myself in the third person, which is a bit strange. And I've been watching Jim Baird's channel, and if he can use jet boil, so can I. And that jet boil hasn't been used in years. Well, I'm waiting for the coffee to brew and get really strong and turn into rocket fuel. I thought I'd show you this. Remember the PSKOOK fire necklace? Well, I've ground it flat and it works a hell of a lot better. Massive improvement. Well, what I'm going to attempt this morning is to light the fire with this. And no tools. And the thing is, we've had some major dew here overnight, and the day before yesterday it tipped down, so the woods are pretty wet. Bit of a challenge for me. If I fail, I've got enough tools, so it doesn't really matter. I shall have my coffee and get back to you. Well, that's my coffee drunk. I've got to go off now into the woods and look for some really, really thin, dry twigs for kindling and a bit of fuel. Fuel's pretty easy. Thin, dry sticks, that's not so easy. As I said earlier, it's been raining. Now, on the walk in, I gathered some thistle heads. And they were a bit damp because of the dew, so I put them in my pocket. Well, that's about 25 minutes ago. And they seem to be a lot drier, so I'm going to put them back in my pocket so my body heat can do a bit more work. Hopefully I can get them to light and then light some really fine sticks. If they don't, then I'll use the inner cord, because at the end of the day this is a system and you do need the inner cord. But I'm hoping I can do without it. Right, off to get some twigs. Good stuff. Nice and thin, some of them are even thinner. There we are. That's the kind of thing I want to start with. So that's pretty good. And I got a nice big pile over there. Should be good to go in one run. Pleased with that. So that's my wood graded up, and it's a time consuming process, but if you're just going to grab stuff on the fly, it's not going to work with a flame that's going to be this small. These thistle heads don't want to light. The ends are catching and just flaring up, so it's not working. We'll get a piece of this. I'll try that much. Hopefully it'll cut with this now. Never rely on this thing. Now if you watch me before, I have explained about this. If you don't unravel it, it just goes everywhere you light it and it just moves about. So you've got to unravel it. Obviously if you don't unravel it, it won't light with a spark anyway. And when you unravel it, you lose the wax. There you go, little ball I want. Well, that wasn't worth a shit. So let's be like a grown-up. Try with a proper ferro rod. So now we definitely know this tinder is awful, not worth using, absolutely terrible. Let's get the big guns out. Proper fire necklace. The Exotac waterproof case. The bick has gone and I got a jet lighter. Now jet lighters do work best when you're actually lighting tinder and not lighting sticks. So if I was lighting a feather stick, for example, to light quick, great. Jet lighters aren't that good for lighting twigs. You may see now. Total fail. Absolute total waste of time. Birch bark, and this is the bad stuff. This isn't the good stuff. I've got the good stuff over there. This is damp. Let's see if this works. That David West guy now. He probably, if he's watching this, call me all names. But I'm doing it out in the woods, not out in the garden. Another failure. Now some of you may have realised this is leading on to something, because it is. I had a comment last week on a video, and the gentleman, I believe he was from Canada, from the boreal forest, and he did say that feather sticks have no place in the real world for fire lighting. Let me prove you wrong. It's damp. This is what I've gathered, and this is the best I can gather today. I just wanted to prove that point. There's definitely a place for feather sticks when you're lighting fires, especially when you're in a damp environment like myself. So feather sticks absolutely rock. Cup of tea?
I gotta be honest with you, if I'd used a decent size match or a Bix or a lighter or a petrol lighter, it would have worked.
Well, I've had company the last 2 hours. I've been chatting with a friend of mine, so I didn't get much filmed. And I just wanted to say, I hope I didn't come across too preachy with the feather sticks thing. But yeah, I am a big fan of feather sticks, as you know. And yes, they definitely are a viable fire lighting option when the chips are down. Well, I'm sort of coming to the end of my my day in the woods, and I need to replenish my wood stock because I've burnt quite a bit of my split stuff. I'm going to cut the round down now, and I'm going to process it down, split it down with my modern Bowie. I'll save these two naughty, nasty ones until I'm here with a nice splitty axe. I'll just split this knot-free one down with the Bowie. She's a beast. She works a treat. Well, that's another visit to the woods come to an end. And sorry there wasn't a hell of a lot in this video, but as I said earlier, my pal turned up and we basically chatted because I haven't seen him for a few weeks. But I think I got my point across why I favour feather sticks for fire lighting. I think it's definitely a skill people should have if they're going into the woods. If you live somewhere where it's a piece of cake to light a fire, like the boreal forest, which I've been to, and it is an absolute piece of cake, then you don't really need it. But remember, heavy rain, damp conditions, can't find them twigs, can't find the tinder, the feather stick solves that problem. I know I lit it with a lighter, but I could have just as easy lit it with a ferro rod, no problem at all. You've seen me doing it enough times, and a lot of you are probably pretty good at doing it yourselves. So yes, the PSKOOK fire necklace, nah, don't bother, don't even get one and grind the edge down. It does make better sparks, and it lit the tinder from the cord easy, but I used that much tinder and it burnt in no time. Didn't even have time to light them tiny little twigs. Would you want to do that when it's tipping down with rain? I don't think so. I got the roof up because we did have a shower earlier. I'm going to pull it down before I go. Modern Bowie, an excellent knife for battening, and I did a bit of a review on it before on a camping trip, and it's an excellent knife. I really enjoy playing with that. Lovely bit of kit. Didn't make the feather sticks with it, obviously. I made that with a bush tool. Right, until the next time, ta-ra, and a thumbs up is always appreciated. All the best. I'll just split this little down. There. Yeah, feather sticks rule. No, do that again, that was a bit fucking mongoloid. That's another one come to an end. I hope you didn't mind me giving you a demonstration. Oh God, no. That's crap. Start again. So I am using a fucking knife and not an axe because I'm a twat.